What's going on, crew? Here to make a salad. Had some leftover ingredients in the fridge, so decided to use them up. Nothing goes to waste here. It all goes in my belly.
Get in my belly!
So let's get it done. We're gonna try to make this whole salad in less than 5 minutes. In fact, we're gonna make 2 salads in less than 5 minutes. But first, let me show you what's gonna go in the sauce so you understand and appreciate how good this is gonna taste. First, we got 3 coconuts. 1, 2, 3. Just the meat, not the water. Nice, great meat here. Then we have 3 avocados. 1, 2, 3. 3 different varieties actually. I like to have different varieties if possible. Brings in different minerals, different vitamins, different phytonutrients that you normally wouldn't get in just one single type of variety. So, got my 3 avos, my 3 coconuts. I'm gonna have a little bit of ginger in the sauce. I'm gonna have some hot pepper, give it some spice. A little bit of lime. I'm gonna have 4 tomatoes, some green onion, some basil, and some cilantro. Alrighty then.
There's nothing wrong with enjoying the fruits of nature. You should try it sometime.
Alrighty then.
Next up, we're gonna put in the salad just some leafy greens and then some papaya noodles, as well as 4 tomatoes. We're gonna dice those puppies up and then squeeze some lime on top of that as well, if needed. But before you have your salad, you wanna make sure you get in all the carbohydrates for the day. These baby bananas are so good. Start the timer. 5-minute timer is gonna start now. And I'll be able to get this done. So in 3, 2, 1, go. 5-minute salad. Where to start? Let's start with putting the juicy stuff in first. What juicy stuff? We don't have much juicy stuff. Maybe we'll put in some tomatoes. I need a knife. You always want to put the juiciest stuff in first, that way it's going to blend up. Normally I would just throw these in, but this blender's not the most amazing, so I gotta slice them up. Real quick though. Bam. You don't want to cut your hands off. Alright, that should add some water for it. Now put these avocados in. Cut them any way you want, doesn't matter. They're all gonna go in right away anyway. Oh man, that looks so good. I just want to eat it as is. Oh man. Can't do it. Gotta do what's best for the family. But I think I'm gonna leave a little bit of this avocado out of the sauce. I'm actually only gonna put 2 avocados in the sauce. And the other avocado, I'm gonna leave out so we can squeeze into the, not squeeze, we can put it into the salad. All right, so I don't have salads often, but if I feel like making a video like this, I guess I'll make a salad. If I get some leftovers, I'll make a salad. If I want to take a nice photo or something, I'll make a salad. If family gathering or something, I'll make a salad. Special occasions, make a salad. I'm not totally against them. But you know what's definitely optimal? Eating just a mono meal, man. Mono meal is the ultimate ideal. So, that's the avocado. I'm not going to waste any more time with the other ones, actually. Let's go right ahead into the coconut meat. We'll start with the lids first, the coconut meat lids. Lids are always thickest, so maybe I shouldn't start with the coconut meat lids, but dude, I'm just going as fast as I can here for you guys, getting salad done in under 5 minutes. No one's got time to waste, so we gotta speed this up. But it's interesting because, a little bit of coconut oil in there actually. People say they don't have time to eat raw food, and this is like the most extravagant meal you're ever gonna make is a salad. But when you cook food, you have to like wait for it to cook, then you gotta wait for it to cool down, you gotta wait for the oven to preheat. It's like, dude, that stuff takes forever. Raw food, it's like, done. Right away. Everything's ready to go. All right, so we got a coconut meat in there. Got an avocado in there. Some more coconut meat. Let's blend this puppy up and see what we got so far. Might as well throw some herbs in there as well. So since we don't have much time, we're not going to be super strict about what we do and don't throw in there. But I don't want these roots in there. All right. But I don't want, there we go. I do want all this in there. How's that? All that green onion, Let's throw some cilantro in there. We got lots of time, man. We got a whole another minute left, don't worry. Throw the cilantro in there. I don't like the huge cilantro stems, but better than basil stems, that's for sure. You don't want to put basil stems in, man. Basil stems are super bitter. Keep the basil stems out. Focus on the leaves. Leaves take a bit of time to pluck off, though. But yeah, you want to stay away from those bitter stems. Just add the leaves. You got time. All right. Got some basil in there. We got some cilantro. We got green onion. Let's see what we can do here. I hope we're good. All right, I forgot to put the lime. That would probably help. Done. All right, that's the salad. Woo! So good. So now what we do is we take the two bowls, we divvy up the salad greens, make sure you got equal amount of the green stuff and some of the purple stuff. One for me, one for the cameraman, or whoever you're making the dinner with. Make sure it's even. Yeah, it feels about even. Now you add some papaya noodles. We still have 8 seconds. He doesn't want too many papaya noodles, so give him just a little bit. And ready, set. Salad's done, bro. There you go. That's it. 5-minute salad. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to actually just finish off, though. You can keep watching. You don't need to leave it just yet. I'm going to finish off and make this perfect. So I'll give him a little bit more papaya noodles. I like a lot. He doesn't want too many. There's mine. And what you also want to do, I'll let him do this for his salad, but what I like to do is I like to rip my leaves up a bit. So they're not such big frickin' leaves, man. They just makes less of a mess. When you're eating a salad, it doesn't have like leaves the size of a romaine head. So it's like this, for example. Try and put that in your mouth. Look what it's going to do. Sauce, imagine the sauce all over it. And you're just eating it. It's just going everywhere, man. It's just going everywhere. All over your face, all over your clothes, all over your carpet, all over your couch, all over your TV, all over your computer, all over your iPhone, all over your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You got to rip it up so it doesn't make a mess. You want to eat nice and clean, man. If you're going to eat clean food, you better be clean by the end of it, right? You don't want clean food making you dirty because you didn't take the time to rip up your lettuce leaves. So take the time, take the extra 5 minutes. Now that the timer's up, there's no pressure, man. We got all the time in the world. If you guys want to see like 45-minute, 1-hour videos of me preparing food, let me know. I can make some of those. Dan the Man style. Shout out to DTM. One of my biggest inspirations when I first got into this lifestyle, man. There weren't many people cranking out YouTube videos like him. Keeping it super real, super raw, super clean. If you don't know Dan the Man, check the link in the description. You'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so I've ripped up my lettuce leaves quite a bit. And next, I'm actually going to make the sauce a bit better. I'm going to add a lot more basil to it, except this basil is a bit dirty. It's pretty good sauce. Like, it's actually really good sauce, what am I saying? But I'm used to having like a lot of frickin' basil in my sauce. So I'm just going to add in a wee bit more basil. And also add in some avocado chunks to these smoothies each. That'd be good. A little bit more green onion. I'm not sure why, I just feel like it. You got to go by feel on this diet, man. You got to start getting into intuitive eating. Find out what you like, what you don't like. What are you vibing with, what are you not vibing with. Listen to your gut, man. I'm also going to add a little bit of ginger. A little snap of ginger there. A little bit of red pepper. Hot pepper, I should say. Not just red pepper, it's a little chili pepper. Dried one there. Might as well add in a little bit more coconut meat. Give this baby some more body, some more calories, more sustenance. If you're gonna go through all the work of making a salad, man, you better make sure it's gonna fill you up, right? Last thing you wanna do is have a big salad, spend 2 hours eating it, and then think, I'm hungry. Dude, fill up. What kind of sauce are you eating if it's not filling you up? What kind of salad do you eat, man? You gotta eat salads that fill you up. So this is how you do it. You either get the calories, here, check this out. You get your calories in a sauce, either from avocado, from coconut meat, from mangoes, from dates. Avocado, coconut, mango, or dates, that's where you're getting calories from, man. You can put all the tomatoes in the world. You're not going to get as many calories as you get from something like a mango or a bit of coconut meat or some dates or avocado. So I'm actually going to blend up this other avocado. Get out of the way, man. You guys are done and dusted. You guys are done and dusted. I didn't even put in the lime. We'll put in a little bit of lime too here. Might as well scrape those little seeds out. They're tiny, but it's okay if a little seed gets in. Not to worry, not to worry. Okay. You can always just put your hand here like a little cup, and like your hand acts as like the filter. So cut a little seed there. That's a little tip there if you don't want seeds to go in. You let all the water slide through, but the seeds don't get through. Squeeze, filter like a jacuzzi filter, Brita filter, and there you go. So we get the lime in there now, we get the little pepper, we get the ginger. This is going to be a completely different sauce than what I poured in buddy salad there already. But yeah, this avocado already, I'm not sure if it's super ripe. We're going to find out. If it's not ripe, then I don't even want to eat it, but it might be ripe, it might not be. Let's find out here right on camera. It's all ready for desperate. I'm kind of desperate for avocado. So I'll put it aside and talk about this when the camera shut off. I don't think I'm going to eat that one yet though. But this one's really good, which I think it is. Oh, I know it is. Look at that, man. Watch this. You want to see if fruit is ripe or not? Check out this. Yes? Avocado, all right? Put it in my hand. I'm going to rub that avocado in. It's going to disappear completely. Yeah, it just rubs right into the skin. That's how you know a fruit is nice and ripe. It just rubs right into the skin. I can do this with bananas. I can do this with papayas. I can do this with freaking peaches and nectarines. That thing is gone, man. Bananas, no problem, gone. But try to do it with this avocado, the same one that was just questioning. Let's try that same test there, shall we? I can't even get it off the freaking peel there. All right, so here, same avocado, or different avocado, different level of ripeness. Try and rub it in. Watch this. Watch this. Are you ready? Magic trick. Didn't go anywhere, man. That thing ain't going anywhere. That thing is, listen. Hear that? No. Should be silent. So this avocado, super ripe. We're going to add it in. The unripe one, we're going to leave it out. But half of this ripe one's going in the blender. The other half is going into our smoothie, or is going into our salad. Why are we only putting half in the blender and half in the salad? Because every now and then you're coming around the salad, you're going for your next spoonful, you might have a bit of avocado in there. Boom, explosion in your brain, thinking like, yes, I'm getting this good fat in. So it's kind of like a nice little treat every now and then during your salad mealtime. Well, some spoonfuls don't have it, and those spoonfuls are really good. And some spoonfuls do have it, and they're like, oh my God, best spoonful ever, man. Same with the tomato. You're gonna add those tomatoes in extra. So then every now and then you get a spoonful with the tomato and the avocado together, and you're like, holy crap, it's amazing. So let's figure out this sauce once and for all. This sauce is about done. I added everything I need to add. Let's blend her up, baby. Ridiculous. Man, people think like, oh God, Ted, you're so annoying, you're moaning when you're eating all this fruit. And I'm like, I'm moaning because it's so pleasurable. It's insanely pleasurable. If all you ate was fruit, and then a really good fruit came along, or a really good combination of fruits came along, and your entire existence depended on calories from fruit alone, you didn't have access to, or you had access to, but you weren't getting any calories from rice or beans or potatoes or any of that stuff, your calories only came from fruit, you would really appreciate good fruit when you found it, when you created it like this. So that's why I moan and I moan and I moan when I find really good fruit, because all my calories come from it, man. I really, really appreciate it. So these blenders, they usually have like a measuring thing on it to, you know, so you can decide like, okay, half and half, half and half. So I'm gonna try and find that measuring bit here, but it's such a mess on the outside here, it's hard to find. I'm just gonna have to eye it out. I'm just gonna say, you know what? That's the halfway mark right there. There's a little nick right there, so that's cool. All right, buddy. This is nice and thick. I like it nice and thick, personally. I like my sauces thick. Oh, you got a good amount, bro. I think you got the good end of the stick for sure. You got 2 types of sauces, and we got a little more quantity, but that's what he gets from being cameraman. Perks on the job. Extra sauce. Yeah, I'm gonna scrape this clean, man. Let's scrape this clean. You can use a knife, you could use a spatula. Spatula is probably the best bet. You can use a spoon. I'm using whatever's in sight. I want to get this in here ASAP. But now, never do this at home, folks. Never do this at home. So good. Oh, wow. Incredible. All right, well, there you have it. This sauce is done. I will tend to my blender afterwards. But now, I want to finish putting in these tomatoes and that bit of avocado. So I'm just gonna cut these into bits of 4. I like nice big chunks of tomato. And whenever you're sharing fruit with someone, guys, you want to, if you're cutting a tomato in half, you make sure you give half that tomato to your friend and you take the other half. You want to make sure you're splitting it. You don't want to give like 1 tomato for you, 1 tomato for me type thing. You want to split it, man. That way you're both getting calories, you're both getting energy from the same cellular source, man. The cells in your body are going to be made up of the exact same freaking fruit, man. That's what you want to do. So this avocado, for example, I'm getting my calories from it. Val's getting his calories from it. Val's getting his calories from it. We're both getting our calories from the exact same fruit. Something really cool about that. So you just add a little slices there. See what I'm doing here? This is about as creative as I'll get. Make these nice little cubes. And get these cubes into your dressing or onto your salad. And every now and then you'll get a nice bit of avocado. I'm really looking forward to this. What am I going to do while I eat this salad, by the way? Well, tonight we've decided I'm going to give Val some bigger chunks here. I think he'll appreciate some bigger chunks. We're going to watch a movie. Last time we watched 2001 Space Odyssey. It was an interesting movie, like super epic movie. If you haven't seen that movie already, and post your comments actually about that movie in the comment section. I want to know what people think about that movie. I thought it was a super epic movie. I thought it was just a bit too long, a bit too slow, and it wasn't super obvious what the hell was going on, except for the Hal bit, talking about let me in, Hal. Hal, open the door, Hal. I'm afraid I can't do that, Dave.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
That part was like really good. That part was really epic. But the rest of it was like, what the hell am I watching? Or what did I just watch type thing. Other than that, like, dude, it came out in 1968, the year before the moon landing, like way ahead of its time. So I thought it was a pretty good movie. In that regard, like major visionaries who made that movie, that's for sure. They had like flat screen TVs in that movie. They had like webcams in that movie. They had like freaking floating aircrafts in space. Like that stuff had never really happened before, that movie, dude. So they were ahead of its time for sure. But anyways, now what I'm doing is I'm mixing it all in. I'm putting love into each squeeze here, into each twist and turn. Putting intention into this, that this salad will make me stronger, make me happier, make me healthier, make me more fun to be around, make me kinder, make me wiser, make me into the person that I want to be. And then when I consume this salad, what do you think is going to happen, man? You put love into something, then you consume that, dude, it's going to change your state for sure. This is what you call a state changer. All right, so this is it. This is the end result. Just show you that right there. So I could have had the whole thing done in 5 minutes if I just made my own little salad and didn't want to be super extravagant and all pretty and fancy for you guys on YouTube, but alas, you're on YouTube. I want to create some content for you on YouTube. This is the final result. I'm going to eat this right now in front of you, let you know how it is. Well, I'm looking forward to this. Dude. Pumped. Pumped. Oh yeah. I just want to go back for more right away. Cool. If you haven't seen the salad from the last video, check it out in the description. Salad from the last video, watch that video, it's a good one. That sauce was a little bit more watery. This sauce is way more dense. But that's a wrap, guys. Peace out. See you next video.